Hey YouTube, how you doing? Todd here. I want to take this, which is leftover, stir fry, and make it into basically a breakfast burrito. So, I just have it here, a couple knives, and just go into and just do a rough chop on it. But what I need to do is, while I'm sitting here doing this, I need to get my pan warm because I'm using cast iron. And in using cast iron, the key to using cast iron is it has to be hot. And it's still going to stick maybe, but it's going to stick less if it's hot. So, get a rough chop done on this so we have no big pieces. Kind of hit and miss at it. There we go. That's good. Now, get some oil. Just a little bit of oil. There we go. Turn the heat on a little bit, get the heat going. And of course, if we're going to do breakfast burritos, we have to have eggs. So, alright. Well, there's a little interruption there. I cut a couple slices of just a white sweet onion. And just do a light rough chop on those, kind of mix it in. Just a little extra to get that in there. Pan's still heating up. So now, the pan gets heated up. We come over here. We give our tortillas. Down the tortillas, because that'll probably be enough right there for two. I want to actually wrap those in like a cloth. Put those in a cloth. Just like that, and just fold it up over it, and I'll place those in the microwave just like that, and when the time comes I'll put it on for about 10 seconds or so just to get them a nice little warmth to it, because they're actually more pliable if you heat them up in the microwave. You know how when you take a tortilla, see, yeah, there's some hot, look at that. When you get the shimmer on the oil, squirrel moment, even with cooking. When you get the shimmer of oil on your skillet there, and that oil starts shimmering and moving, and you see it kind of dancing, that's hot. That's where you want it. Before you throw anything into your skillet, that's where you want it. Because if it does stick, it's not going to be bad, and it's going to be an easy cleanup. But when you put your tortillas in the microwave, it makes them more pliable. Kind of heats them up. You know, you fold a tortilla and the tortilla actually breaks. Well, that's why, because it's cold. If you do that while it's hot, it won't do that. Let's get this tossed in there now. I love these little scoops. Hear that? Yeah, that's the sound you're looking for. That is the sound of happiness right there. There we go. Get all that goodness in there. That is the sound of happiness. Yes. And don't worry about the cast iron. Look at that. See? No sticking. Slides back and forth everywhere. Perfect. Don't worry about the cast iron, because you're not going to hurt your cast iron at all. Metal utensils, wood utensils, it doesn't matter. Spoon, fork, knives. You're not going to hurt that cast iron. I've heard many people say, oh, you're going to hurt it. No, not at all. Trust me. These things was used, not particularly this one, but cast iron has been used for hundreds of years, even on chuck wagons. Back in the early days of the westerns and stuff like that, used on chuck wagons. Well, if they can endure all that weather from the chuck wagon, the travel, the beating. I'm sure they can withstand a little bit from a modern kitchen. As that gets going, basically what I want to do, the stir fry's already cooked. Basically what I want to do is cook that onion a little bit and get it all heated up. Because my stir fry's not totally cooked all the way. So there's still a little crunch to it. Which I still want some of that, but not as much. So I'm going to let it cook down a little bit. Add a little bit of salt to it. And if you'll notice when you do your salt and your pepper, don't do them down here close to it, like this. Do it up here, above it, with salt and pepper, whether you're doing it by hand or doing it by the machine here. When you do it that way, above it, you get more of a coverage than you do down below. Because when you sprinkle it down below, you're getting right there at the food itself. When you're doing it up here and sprinkling, you're getting more of a coverage on the food. So it covers better, and it just adds more flavor all over as a whole. There. That's the sound we like to hear at sizzle. That is the sound of happiness. All those squirrels meeting up, and they're just getting with it. They're getting happy. But this is just a leftover makeover. That's all it is. Leftover makeover. I love food, but I hate wasting it. So I'll try to make something I can always change and turn around that I can make over or use for something else as a totally different meal. And usually it's breakfast burritos, because you can put anything in a breakfast burrito. Doesn't matter. It's so versatile. Now, once I get that cooked down a little, come over here. Oh, look at those. They're actually farm fresh eggs too. Look at the little bannies. Got even little banny eggs. Oh, they're so cute. But use the eggs. I'm just going to pop them in here. And as far as the eggs itself, I'll be mixing them up in the skillet, so therefore I'm not going to try to scramble those by hand. I figure a 3 will do it. Even though they're small eggs, I figure 3 will get the job done. And now, you just mix it all together. And there you have it. That is a mixed up, wonderful breakfast burrito in the making. If you want to go a little step further, take some favorite salsa, pour in here, cook it with it. That'll actually give it a little kick. Add some jalapeno, which is not a bad idea actually. Some potato, do some diced up potato. I would actually suggest, if you're using the potato or a solid vegetable like that, a root vegetable, I would actually cook it a little bit first, since everything here is already cooked. That way the consistency of most all will be the same. But nonetheless, it'll be amazing. Hash browns, pre-made hash browns, frozen hash browns would be amazing in here. Got to keep it on the hot spot for it to work. And as you see, I just kind of keep moving it around. Keep it cooking. There we go. That is awesome. Now with that, this will probably make, I don't know, 2, 3, probably 3 burritos, breakfast burritos. So it's very possible. Get me a bowl here. Maybe. And you'll see just a tad bit stuck on the bottom, but nothing major. Nothing major at all. And I'll actually, since I'm here, I'll cover how to fix that. There. Put it right back over here. Turn the heat all the way on high. And just grab a cup. Throw a little water in it. The skillet's already steaming hot. And that's perfect timing. Put that water in there. Hear that sizzle? If you actually want more of a sizzle than that, then just do a slow scrape. Just do that slow scrape on it while it's hot. There you go. Everything is done. And all you have to do, just dump it out, wipe it out, oil it down, let it dry and oil it down. Like I said, this is easy. Cast iron is the most versatile cookware that you can have. I've used this particular skillet in the oven. I've used it on the stove top. I've used it on a hot plate. I've actually used it on a grill before, on a grill grate, open flame. So the cast iron is so versatile. It's unreal. It's amazing. I love it. There. Just wipe that sucker out, just like I showed in the previous video. And the way I like doing it, wiping it out there, giving it a little wipe dry, putting it right back on the stove where I was using it at, because it's already hot, and look how quick it dries. It'll dry it right up. And there you have it. Now, I should have done this a minute ago, but there, graciously, right there, have the tortillas getting warm in the microwave, and boom, they are done. Awesome. It doesn't take long for the tortillas. Not long at all. That out of the way. Right there. Now see how pliable? So pliable. They're amazing. Love it. There we go. Get that on there. Get that mixed up a little bit. You throw a little bit on here. It won't take much. I always overstuff these. Never fails. But it's like I want so much. But we all know we can have 2 or 3 of these. So this is probably make 4 or 5. No bigger than these tortillas are. So there. In the simple way, when you roll them, pull your sides in, flip that over, and use this as your pull. And just pull it back to you. Pull it back, pull it back. There you go. That's why you want the tortillas pliable, so you can do this. If you don't do that, they will tear just almost every time. And there. Then just finish rolling it up. Add cheese to it, which I forgot. I had full intention of doing. Squirrel. There you have it. A nice, warm, and cooked tortilla. Okay. Now I want to cut that in 2s just so you can see it. And there you have it. Boom. A nice little. Looks amazing. So now, drizzle some, if I have some, I'm sure I do. Salsa over that. Just a little. Nothing's fancy, nothing major. Doesn't have to be. It helps if it's pretty. It does help. But it doesn't have to be. But just a little splash of salsa. Maybe some greenery on it. Boom, you have it. Sour cream. Dollop of sour cream. And dig in. Simple as that. that will work. That is a simple makeover from leftovers. So you don't have to throw your leftovers out. Leftovers can be used as a makeover. Remember, you ate them once. Make them over and use them again. Hope everyone liked this. I'll have more to come. Don't worry. And until next time, we'll catch you later.